Hey, welcome back to the Montreal Man Show. I'm going to keep it short. I was asked to do this video because someone wants my opinion on what's going on with this whole Trump tariff thing. But I want to address a couple things first. The education in the States. There's a YouTuber I watch. He basically goes to universities and colleges in the States and asks them simple questions like, how many stars on the U.S. flag? How many stripes? 3 cubed. What's 6 times 7? I'm at a point now I'm no longer shocked by the fact that these U.S. college and university students can't get these answers right. It's the lack of proper education, which also leads me into the next thing. I saw this video where this person was talking about this, brainwashed MAGA supporter on the East Coast who claims he's got the largest militia on the East Coast, and his militia could take Canada in one day, including a long lunch. Well, his plan is to invade Canada through Montana. I guess he doesn't realize how big Canada is, and to go through Montana, you're going to be in the Canadian Rockies. Let alone the fact that this is the land where we have gun control laws for a reason. It's not because we're overly nice and polite. It's more like when we get mad, well, I'll use a hockey analogy. We throw the gloves to the ice real fast. But there's also a video I saw on the TikTok, where this guy, this U.S. college student wearing like an American flag shield, was going to a guy holding a Canadian flag going, "Oh, you're lucky there's cameras because you don't know what I would do to you to that flag." Just shows you the lack of education and brainwashing going on. Here's a guy who basically has been told Canada bad, threat violence. And it just shows you that brainwashing is happening in the States. Which brings me to my point about what's going on. Well, we all know Putin's puppet Oompa Loompa wannabe dictator has no real understanding of the world. And his whole rant about, we don't need anything from Canada, we got our own lumber, we have our own oil, we have our own... I say it's time, Canada, that we make them realize how stupid they sound. Think about it. Why not say, hey, Mr. President, Mr. Trump, let's make America great again. You think you don't need anything from Canada? Well, let me see. If we stop buying U.S. products, your industry and your commerce are going to drop because Canada is the U.S.'s largest customer. We buy more stuff from the U.S. than any other country. Think about it. And right now, I'm very proud to say there's a movement in Canada where we're going to buy Canadian products. I've been saying it for a long time. We need to have Canada pushing Canadian stuff. A bit of a nationalism thing going on, right? I've said before in my other videos about we should have a political party called Le Bloc Canada, the Canada Bloc. A political party that puts Canada first. But at least this way, this stupid Oompa Loompa guy is making people realize that, hey, we should put ourselves first. We should buy Canadian products more. We should push for, being less dependent on the States to give us stuff. Because if you really think about it, the only thing the States really gives us that we don't really get that much ourselves is entertainment stuff. Like, because they have more money for it. Apart from that, we don't need anything they provide. Really, we don't. And as for Mr. Oompa Loompa down south, who thinks that, we don't need anything from Canada, well, I got news for you. Your lumber, your aluminum, your rare metals, your electricity comes from Canada. So, hey, it's time, Canada, that we literally make them realize this. So, what I was suggesting is this. We have our politicians decide to say, you know what, for 1 week, just do it for 1 week. We're not going to export any lumber, any aluminum, any rare minerals to the United States. What do you think that would do to the United States construction industry? They'd be begging for this stuff because Donald Trump thinks that the United States has enough lumber. You ever look at the lumber maps? Go Google it. You'll see. Canada, a lot of trees. United States, pretty much their national parks. So go ahead. Trump, deplete your national parks. Go ahead. You'll have enough lumber for me 2 days. The other thing is, even though I might not agree with this guy's politics, you want to make the states realize how uneducated they are? I say we do it. We actually do it. We cut off the electricity to the United States. But Quebec and Ontario say, you know what, hey, we're going to turn your power off. We're not going to sell you electricity. Just imagine 1 or 2 days of most of the East Coast in the States, part of the West Coast, not having electricity from Canada. Well, Trump's army will be busy handling riots and everything else that's going on. Most of their industry will shut down for a couple of days. Think about it. So Mr. Oompa Loompa, Donald, I'll be fair, Donald. I'll talk to you right, Donald. You want to take over Canada? Not gonna happen, because it's time Canada is gonna say no. We're doing it now. I think it's time that Canada do more of that. So I'll say it again. It's time, Canada, that we actually start building up our own industry more. Let's sell to other people. Let's take our money, spend it in Canada, help Canadians out, and if we want stuff from other countries, that's fine, but just not the States. Because apart from entertainment, what do they really give us? I mean, we've been, in some ways, supporting the economy of our, how can I put it this way, our less educated Southern brothers for too long now. It's about time we stop doing that. We stop saying, okay, we'll make you happy. Because anyone who knows the history of Canada knows after World War II, we were on the verge of becoming a major superpower. We had proven ourselves in war. We had proven ourselves in history. But for some odd reason, our little brother down south was crying and complaining. And a good example of that would be the Avro Arrow. Here we had a plane that broke the sound barrier before anything else in the States did. And if everything that we've read about the Avro was true, it actually went to space before the X-15 ever did. But the States were saying, oh no, we have to have it first. Well, as a Canadian, I'm tired of the Americans whining all the time. We're the greatest country. Let's be honest, they don't even realize that America is a continent. That the proper term for someone who's a citizen of the United States would be statesian. But we let them use American because no one else wants to claim it. But no, I definitely think it's time, Canada, and I'm happy you're doing it. I'm not going to do the elbows up thing or the AI thing, but it is time, Canada, that we continue this trend of supporting Canadian commerce, Canadian companies, Canadian creators. Let's do this. Let's show our less educated friends down south that they need us more than we need them. And that's it. I'll see you guys the next time I get asked to do one of these videos or I have something else to rant about. Until then, as I say in my other videos, do your best, of course, for your body, your mind, and your emotional being to stay healthy. And of course, when you realize how great Canada is compared to that other place, it's a good reason to stay happy. And even though things might be tough for some people because of what's going on with the stupid Oompa Loompa down south and his tariff wars, still you gotta do your best. After all, you're Canadian, do your best to stay positive. And we'll see you next time.